guys, for today's video, I'm gonna share with you the pastries that we produced this week. But before we proceed, if you are new here, please like and subscribe to our channel to be notified to our next video. So there guys, for today's video, we're gonna start with weighing all the ingredients that we need to use for our pastries. We started with apples. I think that was 6 pieces of apples. This is for our apple cinnamon coffee cake. So we need to have also our cinnamon, our lemon juice. It's up to you guys if you want to use fresh lemon juice or ready-made lemon juice over there. The whole of the bottle is too small. That's why we took so much time to weigh our lemon juice, but it's just okay. We rather have to measure it correctly or properly than to be in a rush. To have a great or successful output or results of your pastries, you have to measure them correctly, properly, and you have to bake it with love. Okay, after how many minutes or hours, we're done with our lemon juice. So next is our butter. So we're gonna weigh our butter. Weighing and preparing our ingredients for baking is really time consuming, but this is the most important part of baking. You have to measure them, as I've said a while ago or earlier, that it should be measured correctly. All the ingredients should be properly weighed because one measurement will ruin everything. But if you love baking so much, this is actually so fun, guys. Especially guys, if you are best in mathematics, well actually guys, baking is all about science, chemistry, architecture, everything actually. Okay, we're actually done weighing all the ingredients for our apple cinnamon coffee cake. So we're going to slice or peel our apples. You know, we've all heard the old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. If not 100% accurate, it definitely indicates just how healthy apples really are. If an apple a day keeps the doctor away, then a slice of apple cake should do the same, right? This moist apple cinnamon coffee cake is flavored with warm spices and packed with big chunks of apples. You can serve it at the room temperature or chilled. I personally like to eat the cake right out of the fridge. Just give me the pan and fork and I am good to go. On this part guys, I'm showing you how to slice and peel the apple the easy way. You don't actually need any fancy tools. So efficient and easy guys, as you could see. But make sure that your apples are still fresh because our apple right now is actually not fresh at all. But it's just okay guys. At least we have apples for our cinnamon cake, right? If you want to easily peel your apples, you have to choose the fresh one. My favorite way to peel an apple is to remove small circles at the top and bottom and then peel the bulk of the apple vertically from end to end. Actually, there are so many different ways to peel an apple. You could use a paring knife or one of those fancy devices that rotates the apple. I like to keep things simple. The best way to peel an apple is to start with small circles at the bottom and stem ends, and then work your way vertically along the sides. Why do I prefer using a vegetable peeler to skin apples? It spares more flesh than a paring knife. I'm always getting hasty and taking off too much apple with a peel when I use a knife. Also fast and efficient, especially if you pull it toward you rather than sloshing away from your body. You'll have more control that way. I like to start by peeling a small, tight circle around the bottom of the apple. Then I do the same at the stem end. This sets you up for success with the majority of the apple skin. Simply pull the peeler vertically down the round body of the apple, moving from top to bottom. Peeling the apple is an important part of the baking process. Actually, with about 100 different varieties of apples grown commercially in the US each year, it can be difficult to know which apple to choose for baking and which to save for eating. It's generally understood that firm apples are better from baking, as they don't immediately dissolve during the baking process and maintain their shape and flavor. Examples of firm apples that are well suited for baking include Honeygold, Fuji, Cartland. If you're using a recipe, it's likely that it will specify which apples to use. On the other hand, the best apples for eating depend on your preference. Peeling an apple is crucial for baking, as apple peels get in the way of enjoying the delicious fruit in your baked goods. We're almost done, guys. Well, on this part, you have to clean your hands properly because we're going to mix our diced apples with our lemon juice. So there, guys, I actually cleaned my hands, don't you worry. This is actually so fun. We have to use our hands so we could mix our lemon juice with our apple properly. After mixing our apples, we already cook our apple sauce. There, guys. Then we also prepare our butter for our apple cinnamon cake. So there, guys, we're just weighing them one by one for around 230 grams. This really consumes our time and effort actually. So we have to weigh them one by one, then spread them through the use of spatula or spoon because the butter is very thick. So we have no choice. So we have to do this, guys. While spreading all the butter on our tray, I just want to share with you 6 reasons why baking makes you feel better. As lockdowns hit across the world and people found themselves dealing with isolation, quarantine baking officially became a thing. And it's not particularly surprising given that baking has been found to help relieve stress, anxiety, and even depression. But why does baking make you feel better? It's not just about getting to eat a yummy treat when you are all done. That is pretty great, actually. If you've found yourself baking more these days or have been considering trying it out, here are the reasons we think that's an excellent idea. Baking helps you express yourself. Baking is a form of self-expression that helps relieve stress. A recipe is just a recipe until a baker comes along to make it, pouring a little bit of their passion and creativity and love into it. Baking can even be used as a form of communication for those times when words don't feel like enough. It can convey love, thanks, appreciation, and even sympathy. Baking is also a form of mindfulness. Mindfulness, we've all heard the word mindfulness. Mindfulness is simply put being focused and aware of what you are sensing, feeling, and doing. As an exercise, mindfulness has been found to reduce stress and improve happiness. Baking is a perfect practice in mindfulness. It requires close attention when measuring, handling dough, taste testing, and following a recipe. Because of the focus required, this can help ease feelings of anxiety, depression, stress, and more. Instead of being caught in an unhealthy mental loop, you are focusing on what's right in front of you. Baking for others is an act of generosity. The act of giving is one that fills us up with warmth like a gooey chocolate chip cookie barely out of the oven. There's nothing quite like baking for others. Seeing the look on their face when they realize you've made their favorite recipe is one of the best moments. There's a special kind of connection that comes from sharing food with the people you love, especially when it's done selflessly. These kinds of acts have the potential to increase feelings of well-being, relieve stress, and improve your connections with others. Baking is an act of creativity. That regularly engaging in small acts of creativity can help you feel more relaxed, happier, and enthusiastic about life. In addition, creative acts can contribute to a feeling of personal growth. That creativity can take any form you want, but we are obviously partial to baking. Baking is just about following a recipe. It's all about experiencing the recipe with all 5 senses. The sense of touch, sight, taste, smell, sound. Senses like smell are also heavily connected to memory. If you have strong positive memories or associations with baking, then these memories and their positive emotions can be triggered by the experience of baking. Baking offers repetition and rhythm. All recipes have some form of repetition to them. Kneading, mixing, measuring, shaping, and decorating all have a rhythm involved and can be a healthy way to reduce stress. Why? When you focus your mental energy on this simple physical motion, it can help you get into a zone where other distractions and stressors fall away. you will feel more connected to yourself and what you are working on, which can be uplifting. Have you found that baking helps you feel better? Remember that what you make doesn't have to be big or elaborate unless you want it to be. A simple cookie recipe or bread that takes 15 minutes to prepare can benefit you just as much than an exotic recipe that takes all day. We're actually almost done with our apple, cinnamon, coffee cake, and other pastries. So we all prepared their batter and we put them on the oven. But on this part, guys, of the video, I just want to share with you one by one about the pastries that we made. I want to describe them one by one with you guys so we could appreciate our pastries that we bake and produce for this week's production. So for this week's production, we made some apple, cinnamon, coffee cake, scones, raisin, and cream flavor. We also have muffins, blueberry and peach flavor. Then we also have banana loaves. Actually, guys, to tell you honestly, we don't have any breaks every time we have this kind of production, but still grateful that I could still have time to take some selfies. So there, guys, for our first bake for today's production is scone. It is a taste of British delight, a British three-time staple that are delightful treat perfect for any time of day, whether you prefer them plain with jam or slaughtered and clotted cream, or if you are in a pinch sip whipped cream. These crumbly gems are surely to satisfy your sweet tooth. It has a delicate crust on the outside and soft and moist center. This is actually perfect for your tea party. So for today's production, we made some cream and raisin flavors of scones. And I so love it. I so love the texture. There, guys, looks so actually good. And for our next is our banana loaf. This easy banana bread recipe is the best way to use ripe bananas. It's moist, delicious, and packed with banana flavor. You're going to love it. Actually, guys, this banana bread recipe is the best way to use overripe bananas. We actually buy a lot more bananas than we used to. These days, sometimes we don't get to all of them before they ripen. And I ended up with a heap of dark brown, spotty bananas on my counter. Banana bread to the rescue. So there, guys, I so love the bananas, especially paired with coffee or tea. And actually, I can tell you that this recipe of banana bread is not too sweet. People who are not sweet tooth or sugar lover will actually love this one. Plus, it's healthy because of the bananas. Look at our finished product, guys. And for our next is our apple cinnamon coffee cake. After the long preparation and the slicing and peeling of the apples, these are the finished products, guys. To tell you honestly, guys, all our bakes for today are not too sweet, but still delicious. So for our next are our muffins. We made two flavors for our muffins, peaches and blueberry. I personally love the blueberry, guys. And there, guys, I'm showing you how we prepare or make our DIY muffin liner, just like the white parchment paper over there. Very creative, guys. I so love the parchment paper appearance of our muffins rather than the cupcake liners. So these are the finished products. So let's have a 15-minute break while putting the pastries all together to take some pictures and some videos. So we went back to our room to just relax, sit, and take selfies, of course. Very grateful to have the time to take my selfies and videos so I could provide you a beautiful content like this. So I hope you like the videos. Let me know, guys. Just comment down below. So there, guys, we went back to the kitchen to check our bakes for today's production. So there you go, guys. I so love it. Looks like rustic, and I like the color combinations. So there, guys. I so love the finished product. And I hope you like them also. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something about this video. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you share this one if you like it. And don't forget to comment down below for all your requests. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to be notified to our next video, guys. Look at our bakes, guys. I'm showing you one by one. And I so love them. Thank you for watching, guys. Till our next video. Bye! Ito din.